Hi, my name is Dewan E. Jackson Sr.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi.
I'm Jennifer Jackson.
And I took the Living Free, Living Me class. And what I learned is that you don't have to stay in in your depression. You don't have to stay in the things of brokenness. You don't have to stay there. And so the Living Free, Living Me retreat was all about living purposefully, passionately, and powerfully. And what struck me was the process of how to dig deep within yourself and to get it out.
We were talking in the car about depression being like anger turned inward, and you were saying how people don't need medication to fix that. They need, especially if they don't know how to get rid of depression and anger and sadness, they need help. And so when we were talking, I was saying, especially if it's not a chemical imbalance, you know, like postpartum depression, that's a chemical thing. They have to see a physician for that and use medication for that. But there are other depressions that are just situational and emotional that you really do need somebody to be able to hone in on what's really going on with you and to be able to help you dig deep and deal with those things. And you said the class did that for you, and as well for me, for sure.
And you know, like I said, it it gave me a purpose, and then it acknowledged that I was powerful, and that I could live passionately. Once again, you know, the things that took place in my life that just kept you stagnant in a place of just standing still.
You was crazy.
I was crazy. I had to admit that. That's what brought me to this class. And it was challenging, but the tools that Dr. Z used caused me to break free. I no matter how much I resisted, because I ain't gonna lie, I did not openly want to come. I did not.
But then I brought out cray cray.
And yes, you did.
Yeah.
And so it caused me to do things differently. Her system of doing things was fun but yet challenging.
In a loving and firm way. And it's much needed. It's very, very much needed. And there are times where you just wake up every morning not really sure what your purpose is, not really sure, and you just go day to day, doing the same thing day in and day out, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. And when you get a hold of somebody like Dr. Z, you take every advantage of it. This was my second time taking the class, and the first time, you know, I thought I knew everything, and I was just honing in on you. And then the second time I took the class, I realized that the first time I had, you know, certain issues. The second time I realized I cleaned up some things, and I got over that. Those things were taken care of, and then got into the second class and was like, oh, I fixed those things, but now I got these things that I have to deal with. So yes, you grow, but then you end up at another plateau where you have to deal with things on another level. And I didn't understand that initially. And I'm glad, because had I not used the tools from the first class and to continue to grow, I probably would have stayed stuck at that same level. So I was excited to see the growth. But then I was kind of disappointed to see that I still had some work to do. But again, I'm very glad about Dr. Z and the tools that she's been graced to have to be able to share with other people. I'm glad you came to the class, or we would have been crazy together.
Yeah, two crazy people can't work.
Now, well, we could. It's power and unity. We'd probably be in jail, but it would have worked.
You know what? One of the bonus things of taking this class is to follow sessions with Dr. Z. She makes sure that we don't dive back into being crazy.
Absolutely.
And so that's one thing I love about her, is that she was able to keep that relationship with her graduates, with the people that took the program. And
it takes a personal interest in your growth, which is probably the most important. It's not just, you know, some handwritten letter by somebody else or anything like that. It's a personal interest. You know, I use my term, she puts her personal stamp on your forehead and says, this is me imparting into you. This is me, you know, helping you grow, and I need to make sure that this is what you're doing. And so you know, it's kind of like a parent to a child. I need to make sure that you're doing this. You really have to want this. And that was important to me because I had been around a lot of other people, and it was just something that they had done. But to see that Dr. Z takes a personal interest in your growth and what you want and what you need was really important to us. So we're pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
So Maximize 2017, every Living Free, Living Me graduate has an opportunity to take Maximize in 2017. The next session is in January 2017, and we'll be there. See you there.
See you there.
Gotta wave at him.
You gotta wave.